Hi, this is Brian Gonzalez, and this is the dissection of the brain. So I'm just gonna set up. I have the brain here already dissected. I'm just gonna put my gloves on. I have my scalpel, tweezers, and my scissors, my gloves, gown. Okay, hands are clean. So I already cut off the top layer of the brain, pretty much just like the membrane. You can still see all the blood vessels. It is still pretty strong. For the next part, so the brain would normally look like this. So I've already dissected down the middle. So the bottom part is gonna be the spinal cord. So this part on the bottom would be the spinal cord. And then what other part would it be? So the whole thing, it's gonna be the let me see if I can do a better overview of it this way. So it would be the olfactory bulb if we're looking at it from the bottom side. This part would pretty much be like the optic chiasma. This part right here that you see would be the pyrethrum lobe. This intersection would be the midbrain, cerebral, punctual. This under part right here would just be the pons, the medulla, and then of course the spinal cord, as you can see here. On the other side, you would still see just like the optic. What else would it be? The spinal accessories, the hypoglossum on this side right here. So pretty much the optical nerve is pretty much just going to be the sensory part of the brain. That's going to be on the top area. The optic nerve is going to be part of the vision. The ocular motor is going to be the nerve, like the eye movement and pupil pretty much movement. The trio nerve is going to be the facial, sensory, and like pretty much, yeah. There's going to be the abduction nerves, pretty much going to be for the eye movements, which you would see in the middle part of this. So after this part, so I've already dissected, so you can see them side by side, kind of just like a book. For the vasual nerve, it's going to be the sensory. It's going to be also the hearing and balance. That's going to be the middle sensor section of it. The vagus nerve is just the sensations and functions of the Galson. I'm not sure how to say that part. The spinal nerve is going to be the spinal accessory nerve is the motor. It's going to be the head and shoulder movement. Just pretty much so the brain is telling the shoulder and body what to do. The hypoglossal nerve is going to be also motor. It's going to be for the tongue movement. So the brain's going to send reflectors to the brain, from the brain to the body to let them know when to use their tongue, stuff like that. So pretty much to recap over, we do have the cerebellum, the cerebellum, the spinal cord you see here, the frontal lobe, the front part, the peritoneal lobe, temporal lobe, occipital lobe, the left hemisphere. Down here, the medial longinal fissure, the right hemisphere. It's going to have the brain stem down the middle, the medulla, the pons on the back, the optic chiasm, optic nerve, olfactory bulb, the midbrain in the middle part of this, sulci, and gyri. So that's the end of my presentation for the brain. I hope that I explained everything that I was supposed to. Thank you.